let's find out together what is within this box of cards. Ooh, different texture than I thought. A little bit of a like inked 3D effect, and then very smooth otherwise. Ooh, and very firm cards with a thick texture. And it's kind of faded with the coloring, which isn't too bad, honestly. Interesting. You'll be able to hear the sound most likely when we shuffle, so with all of that being said, my friend, please get yourself nice and comfy, and let's get ready for tonight's Solitaire episode. Right, try to listen to the difference. It's a little higher in pitch, but still having a deep tone underneath. They're a little more malleable than I thought upon opening. And it's an interesting texture. You can clearly hear the grooves within the card, but they're in that sizing area to where it doesn't really provide good handling. Ballsy. Let's deal out game number 1 and begin. Not a bad start. Decent spacing moving forward. And I'm calling 3 fat stacks tonight. What do you think? The texture too is a little waxy without being waxy. Alright, Black King is necessary. If we have the 2 of diamonds, we can access that Black King, that card, if nothing else. And it would appear it is the case of nothing else. So give it a moment as we circle through our hand. There you are. There she is. But is it enough to make a difference? Maybe too late with that 2 of diamonds, as there's nowhere for the Queen of Diamonds. And we reset our luck. And this is gonna be a does not open the door, unfortunately. Queen, nowhere to go. Red 6, nowhere to go. Black 4, nowhere to go. Black 5, nowhere to go. And a black jack with nowhere to go. Well, tough start to our night. Fitting, if you ask me. So let's see what was left unturned in game number 1. Only a grouping of doubles. I thought this deck would have more illustrations and magical women on the other face cards. What was your first impression looking upon the deck? The box, on the other hand, is just really nice all around. I really enjoy the texture to this deck. It's not good in the conventional sense. It feels like the cards, especially on their edges, are bent downwards. So when you handle them, like for Solitaire for example, it is very I can't think of the proper word, but it doesn't feel right, but it's kind of rigid and rough to where it's kind of good. It feels like a deck you've had for a good year worth of games with like friends, and they just kind of throw them around, treat them how they do, but it's still sticking strong. That type of deck. Out of the box, it's not what you would want, but it does have a nice aged feel, which is very unusual out of a new deck of cards. Ooh, nice little surprise right there with the aces. All 4 ready to go. Triple 9s on the field. So some work to do in our pursuit in game number 2. I do like that as well. It reminds me more of like New Mexico type of art style slash loose Native American inspiration. And that was quick. Double 8s, triple 9s, double 6s, double kings, nowhere for that jack. 7, 10, queen or 3. All those aces but only yield 1 play. On to game number 3. An abrupt and quick end to that one. What's the nasty? Okay, so now we go back to this dance. Okay, so we know a king is under there. Let's not touch that for now. And build what we can until we find out what we can't build. And it looks like we're missing the 6 of hearts. And that's going to be a tough one. Let's go diamonds and clubs just to keep things simple. So get all of the diamonds. Good heart and spade all the way down in this stack. And I think we got to the point to where it doesn't matter, as we have just earned our first victory of the night, my friend. 2 fat stacks, 1 win, right at the halfway point. Sweet. All of the spades, ace to king. With all of the hearts, clubs, my bad. Here are the clubs / hearts. And lastly, the diamonds. That felt good. Okay, 9 to king. An obvious hiccup. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ace. So almost half the deck paired up. Right, rating time. So despite it being in most senses, poor 666 triple sixes. But only momentarily, as we get our third play from our hand. Cool. Oh, I thought we had a red 2 to start. No, or for those two black 2s, 7, 9, or 3. Just an extra check just in case. Yep, 2, 7, 2, 9, and 3. Very curious to see what's underneath. Good flow to the game, but an abrupt end. Just the doubles doing the dirty work. Final game of the night coming up. If you can't tell, I'm enjoying shuffling with this deck. Alright, one fat stack is all I want for Christmas. Random question. What do you want for Christmas this year? Now let yourself be a child with it. If you were to be your 7-year-old self right now, with what you want for Christmas, what would it be? I'm liking that start quite a bit. So we could do this to make it easier on ourselves. Perfect. Get the king out of the way. I feel like our starts have been pretty good consistently. Oh my gosh, the 9's at it again. Go back and watch your most recent Solitaire videos for like 3 weeks. These 9's have been too frequent. One safety card. And it looks like we're gonna have to use it after this round. Maybe not. if we don't have a red 7. Oh wow. Interesting. There goes our safety card. And now it doesn't matter because we made that play. It can only... Actually, it could hurt us. Oh my gosh. We don't have the king. Oh, what do you think? I think we should go for this 5 in case we have that black 4. We do have the black 4, but can we get to it? That king at the moment is unattainable. There is the black 4. Oh my goodness, now triple 7s. This is so evil. And I think we're done. 10. Queen, 8. And a jack, nowhere to go. Triple 7s, double 9s. Almost our third fat stack, and you know what? Good night all around. It's one of those nights to where we make a lot of plays. Lots of good games, but just miss our results. But we did get a win and some fat stacks. I enjoyed myself. Actually a lot in this one. I hope you did too, my friend. That's the damage. For now, please have a relaxing remainder of your day and night. Many sweet dreams when you do. Have an awesome tomorrow, my friend. And until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.